figure this out for him, actually. So I'm pretty excited he's here.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the
Yeah,
battle.
we sure have.
TSU versus Team Hate game 1 finally underway. But after a couple of restarts, we're actually seeing the first game go live. I'm a TSU fanboy. I want to see him come out strong here, but it looks like both teams have kind of conceded the early game a little bit and going for scaling.
And I think TSU will continue to be somewhat aggressive, even with the scaling. TSU is an aggressive team. We've seen them. They're always coming out hard, and especially with that Estes in there. I know Natan needs to be smart, needs to get into his jungle, needs to start getting his equipment. He's going to be an absolute animal in this game. But with Estes and Beatrix in that early game, and Yuzong running as that team play, that team fighter, I do think you'll see some aggression come from TSU. But here we go. You got Nicolette, that YSS. A very, right from the beginning, she's already putting down damage. So I expect Team Hate to be just as aggressive here. I think both teams will be pushing like crazy, Ben. There's not going to be a slow play in this game at all.
Yeah, pushing Natan out of the jungle early is really great. Putting pressure on him, that's what you love to see. You never want a jungler like Natan to just have free farm in the jungle and be able to do whatever he wants, right? And these marksmen are going to poke so hard in these lanes where they do have an advantage. But Luyi into that Beatrix, Luyi's going to mop up early. That's going to hurt a lot, man. She's got that early damage that can really do work. And now you're seeing a little bit of a gank setup. We may have a little bit of Bush run into Bush here.
First blood.
And we've seen Alice. Ooh, good damage.
And it's big that it goes on. Go ahead, Tay.
Yeah, well, it just hurts. It hurts my heart. Nicolette's my girl, you know, and she got burst down with that Luyi. But we know TSU's aggressive. We know TSU's going to push the boundaries here. And you saw Nicolette and you saw Team Hate being aggressive, and TSU punished her for it. So I really like the game style from the side of TSU, but we're Team Hate going for those objectives, right? We lost that first blood. We're going to pull the turtle here. We're going to try and get this objective.
Red team hero has been slain. Has slain the turtle.
Yeah, and I was going to say it's a turtle for a kill, but where are the kills at on TSU's side? They're on Young Remiel, they're on Cerrone, and these guys have shown when they get a little bit of an advantage, they will go forward and we might have a pick in this bush as 3 members line up to you.
Oh, big hit on Tamal. Palomboy does get the kill, but honestly, Young Remiel trying, I mean, with that ult from Young Remiel, she almost saved the day, but Pamal's able to get the kill onto Tamal. Sorry, I'm mixing up the names a little bit here and there.
Yeah, that
We tend to
damage
do that
coming
with
out,
teams,
man.
but now we're doing it with players. They're really going to get upset because now it's specific, right? Not even just pandas, who I still get hate mail from every day for messing their name up the whole tournament. But,
oh, Nicolette though getting some nice passive, able to knock in Tamal and Cerrone. But I mean, Team Hate playing super aggressive right now, Ben, coming into the jungle nonstop.
Yeah, and you don't want to let them keep farming, right? I think that they're a little bit worried here that TSU has the scaling. They have the Beatrix and Natan late game, whereas Brody may not be able to offer the same punch, but the YSS is like over it, so a little bit of an engage here.
Yeah, a little bit of an engage, but I don't think nothing major. But over in the bot lane, Young Remiel getting the kill on to Nicolette again. That is now 0-2-1, and Luyi does so good in the early game, but if you kill her like this, her burst damage just isn't gonna be there, Tank.
yeah, and look at this Estes, right? Keeping those team fights alive. It looked like so many times where Team Hate was doing a really good job being very aggressive there. Possibly getting a pick here, T-Rex. Estes again, though. This Estes, we talk about Team Hate doing a great job being aggressive and putting it to this TSU team, but that Estes is keeping them there and keeping them alive. And come late game, that's going to be such a scary team fight composition. And I really think that Alice and the Estes are going to be a lot of damage for this side of Team Hate.
Most definitely. Team Hate coming in. Warrior taking a little bit of damage, where young Ramiel pops that ultimate and is able to secure the kill on the Nicolette, but she quickly goes down due to Gosu Zero. But the battle's on. Dogtor able to take out best player. The jungle of Team Hate is gone, and Gosu Zero is moving in. Warrior gets the kill onto Saroni, and that is a 2-for-2 trade, evening out the battlefield. Both jungles down. No one standing has the turtle buff.
Turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, and what does that free Alice up to do in the top lane? Get a whole turret, right? It's 2 for 2 and the turtle gets traded, right? But look at Alice, scaling, doing what she needs to do. And I love to see TSU making a play on the other side of the map when things aren't necessarily going well for them in the turtle pit. The little bit of pick on a Dogtor, maybe he gets out, he does. Good play from them. But Alice, securing objective on the other side, that was a 4v5 and they traded 2 for 2. That's looking really good for TSU.
And young Ramiel, right? 3 kills now for that Beatrix. We see what Beatrix can do early and the damage she puts down, but she is getting fed right now. And with that big pick.
Big pick from Falamboy. Torn apart memories coming in and taking out young Ziggy under the tower. The battles right now are just back and forth, Tank.
I love to see it though. It's Team Hate, right? Getting the picks they need to get. We don't have any kills yet for best player. The jungler seems like he is a little bit behind, but
let's be bad. Tamal going down due to best player. Team Hate definitely setting up these bush picks, these quick picks, getting heroes here and there. TSU needs to stop the bleeding. They look good in the beginning, but they're starting to fall off, Ben.
Yeah, I like to see Tamal on a harder hero, and it looks like he's just more comfortable when the team plays around that better because he can go into bushes and not really care. Looks like Dogtor is going in and maybe a 2v1. They may consider diving him here as he ulties into. He's going to get out of dodge just fine. No problem for the big man. Flies out, and young Rimmel will clear out that wave. Honestly, though, young Rimmel's got 3-1, right? Estes is 0-2 right now, but as soon as this team fight gets going, like, no one wants to group up against the Lu Yi, but an Estes team wants to group up, and that's why I think the Lu Yi pick was so smart here.
You gotta like to see the what Ben likes to call the adaptation from Team Hate here. They were taking a lot of those team fights and they were right in the lanes. Good burst damage coming from Brody.
Falamboy
I didn't know he had it
sitting
like
at 3-0-2 right now. Definitely going to start being a major problem for TSU. Oh, but in comes Warrior, though. Who's going to get this turtle? Best player does get the turtle, and now Team Hate closing in. Young Ziggy on the run, but Team Hate decides instead to go for Sir Oni, and another torn apart memory smashing into his face. Now Dogtor on the bottom line, taking a little too much damage, but then ST's heals there. Tamals helps him just get away. Onto the mid lane, though. Team Hate securing more leverage, securing more material. I don't know what TSU can do right now. They're falling behind, Ben.
Yeah, they need to slow this game down and let Alice get into him, but Team Hate is not going to let that happen. They're going to fight on every objective, every turret, they're coming in. And I can't wait to see this team come together from TSU. The Alice to get back there and disrupt everything and break it apart so they give these marksmen space to do work in the team fight. But Estes, going into that Lu Yi, they're going to get grouped together, and Lu Yi's going to do mad work in this team fight. And I can see why now Brody was picked here. The long-range comfortability on Falam, man, he's got a mastery of this Brody. He's picking off people where it doesn't even make sense for him to still be hitting them, Tank.
And Team Hate, the adaptation they have right here, you saw them early game, TSU really being aggressive, and all their fights evolved when that Estes was there, when he was there to help that Beatrix, help Beatrix stay in the fight longer. But Team Hate pulled back immediately, and they started taking fights where Estes wasn't around. They started setting up in the bushes, and when Estes would rotate to get to that team fight, they would take Estes out, right? And then it was on. Then Team Hate was all about aggressiveness and taking these fights. So you're looking at TSU, they need to be involved as a team fight here, and Team Hate is going to make sure that big fight here coming up.
Coming in, but Tamal's popped that ultimate, and the team is healed up and ready to go. Dogtor, though, forced to go around, but here comes Goku Zero. Can he get the kick? He's not able to. He's forced to go away, and Tamal secures that kill. This time, TSU coming up in the team fight.
We may see another re-engage with Alice coming down the mid lane right here. She may dive into this.
Big burst damage onto Nicolette. Warrior, though, doing a great job at helping her team get in and out. And not only that, but it's very hard for TSU to get these picks, because every time Warrior's doing such a great job at checking these bushes with the first skill. And it doesn't matter if she can't see you, it's gonna land, and she's gonna know you're there. But here we go. Young Ziggy going to the back line and doing some big damage on a best player. Best player maybe going out. She does have that bloodlet, and she's not able to get the kill, just getting away, but TSU does get the Lord. Boy off camera, getting a kill on a Dog Tour, but Ziggy, only 0-1, has been farming up in that top lane, and I think she's going to be able to start making an impact in these team fights, Ben.
Yeah, seeing the Alice finally join the team fight. These have all been 4v5s up until now, and looks like Natan goes in. Sir Oni, we know he loves to use that skill forward, and I'd love to see when Natan is comfortable enough to go forward. This time he doesn't have the kills as much as he did last time, though, so maybe Natan biting off a little more to construe. It's only getting better for Sir Oni as this goes on, but I can't wait to see this team fight come together as you have a little bit of a bush check coming up.
Nothing major. Oh, go on, Tank.
No, you're good. I love these team fights. Like I said, Estes is there, so TSU wants to take this fight. So you saw Team Hate initiate it, but TSU's not gonna push off, and they've got Estes there. Now you got Lord rolling down with the Yuzong help up on top lane, so they're gonna rotate. But Estes taking it to the bottom lane, says, "All right, we're gonna try and get this team fight going." Beautiful pick on that Beatrix Rex. I mean, that damage coming from the Brody now. We're talking 6-0-2 from that Brody. It's gonna start getting more dangerous than it already is.
Yeah, they need to get Brody into a situation where Alice can get on top of him, or YZ can get on top of him. And I think you just saw TSU trying to do too many things at once. You had Alice in the bottom lane. She was getting 2v1. Then you had YZ up top, right? And he had to get off of that push. So I want to see a little bit of a maybe less wide approach and go for more specific, because we have a little bit of engage on the Estes.
Ooh, Warrior does get that blessing, that baptism onto Tamal, and they quickly take out Sir Oni. Tamal now on the run, and Best Player is able to capitalize and get that kill, but Warrior's a little low on health. Young Ziggy decides not to flicker in. She doesn't want to risk it. 4 members of Team Hate in the red side TSU jungle. We're going to see a little bit of teleport mechanics coming from Nicolette to help them secure this blue buff. And at this point, I think Team Hate, let's just starve them. Let's just starve them. Take their jungle and keep taking towers.
Team A being very, very aggressive here. I mean, controlling the map. Even with TSU's Lord coming down, they're just so under-farmed right now. Even with an Estes in there, and the damage Brody's putting out, the damage YSS is putting out, TSU can't compete with it, even with the Estes there. So I think TSU is going to have to turtle up, give up their jungle here, really start farming. Not that Team Hate's going to allow it. You know, anytime TSU starts to get a little extended here to try and get their farm going, Team Hate is definitely going to punish them for it. But Ben, what options did TSU have except to farm here?
Yeah, you got to turtle up, and it's good to see the macro play. You see, they've already given over that top lane turret. They're just trying to get position on Lord here, which comes up in 15 seconds, right? So 5k down isn't a terrible position to find yourself with the Alice, with the double marksman, right? But it is a lot of gold. And if you continue to fight at this point before Alice gets to the point where she can 5v1, they're going to keep losing this team fight. The Brody is 6-0, as Tank was saying earlier, and it's gonna be a problem as they have to probably concede this Lord.
And Team Hate doing a good job pushing that top lane, right? Forcing Yuzong out of this team fight to try and just easily take this Lord. But I think TSU, they can't just give it up.
Young Ramiel does come in and get some nice damage onto Warrior, but the battle's on. Goes to Zero, does get a kick onto Maul, but he kicks him the wrong way, and it's almost taken out, but they're able to get the kill. Immortality does pop. Torn apart memories goes off, but isn't able to finish Young Ramiel. Best Player popping that ultimate to get some residual damage. I did not catch who got that Lord. It was TSU with the steal coming in.
Tamal running Estes, snaking the Lord from out underside of Team Hate right now. That's just gotta piss you right off when the support Estes comes in and takes that Lord. I mean, if the TSU fans weren't hyped right now after that play, you gotta be. They're not down and out, even though it looked like Team Hate easily had that pick on Lord. But great move from TSU moving up there and snagging that objective, Ben.
Because of the state of the map when that happened, though, you're not going to see TSU be able to profit a lot out of that. If they can force a mistake out of Team Hate right now, it looks like Sir Oni may take the hit, though.
Boy gets another pick onto Sir Oni. He's coming for Kamal. That Winter Truncheon does pop. Will he be able to finish it? He does. The double kill is on. And now TSU may want to start backing up and get away. I mean, a Lord. And they're not able. That's their second Lord. And all they get is 1 tower out of those.
Falonboy, 8-0-2, the Brody. You know, when Clint got banned out, shadow banned in the first ban, and then actually banned out in this next rotation, we knew Brody was a great pick, but you can tell Falonboy is comfortable with Brody. Like, he's content with going to Brody. You know, safe to say, I haven't seen him play Clint, but, you know, he might even pick Brody over Clint if he can. Look at how comfortable the positioning this guy has. So, like, I love to see this play. This is going to be, they did a great job target banning Nicolette. 4 out of 5 bans went towards the mage. But I mean, you gotta understand this Falon boy. When we talk Team Hate, they've got so many hero pools, so many skilled players on their team. You can target ban one player and the other person picks up the slack, and we're seeing that with Team Hate with Falon boy just coming through right now. An 8-0-2 Brody, absolutely astounding gameplay.
I think the mid lane bans did work against Nicolette. We're not used to seeing Nicolette on a 1-3 score line. It just doesn't happen very often. So I think those bans did hit home and maybe showing that, hey, the Luyi, we're not that scared of it, right? But right now we're seeing just the uncomfortability of TSU playing with this lineup, this soft support. They're not sure where to go and how to extend their manage in the macro play. You see like different lane assignments and trying to force a play there in the mid lane when Lord was already dead. Wise was going to get the turret bottom anyway, and they try to force something in mid lane when their minion waves aren't even there yet, and that's just like pushing further than what they can do, and they paid the price for it. Right now, Falon boy, nobody's getting to him, nobody's damaging him. The only person that has an opportunity to get there is YZ and Alice, and I think Alice is the only one that's touched him just a little bit. 8-0, somebody's got to stop that man. Tamal can't do it. He's got to be in the back line with the marksman. It's up to this Alice and this YZ to get back there and kill Falon.
And Team Hate, I mean, are we about to... We're going to see the positioning here. They're going to want this objective. They're going to want Lord. You got Chow working top lane to try and force somebody on the side of TSU to address that lane. But we've seen them twice now. TSU's come through and taken this Lord twice now. Estes last time. And here we go. Team Hate could be bait. You do see best player out there trying to zone out, but they are going to commit on this Lord here. And I'm sure they don't want to see another upset, but you know, Estes is there. The team wants to go in. They've got Yuzong coming down once the dragon starts.
Nice holy baptism coming from Warrior onto Tamal and Young Ziggy, followed up by Falon boy with that torn apart memories. Dogtor going a little too deep and taking some big damage, but he does get that heal. He is taken out by Nicolette though. Young Ziggy though in the back line taking out Warrior, and now the battle is on. Young Ramliel's chasing out Falon boy. He gets it with the ultimate, but Falon boy's immortality has popped. He's still in the game. Goes to 0 in the back line, getting taken out by Cerrone. It is a 2-for-2 trade as we speak, but the fight keeps going. Young Ramiel overextends and is quickly executed from best player, and now the Lord may fall into Team Hate's hands.
Yeah, I think Team Hate's going to pick up this Lord after that fight kind of fell out. You just don't have the tools from TSU to walk up anymore, and you see best player is going to start that thing up immediately. He wants to get on it, and I think you just saw a little of an extension there. Young Rumble wanted to do more than he had. He went 3-1, and now he's 3-4. He's got to switch something up here and stop checking these bushes by himself. Oh, Cerrone dives in.
Cerrone does come in, but he gets sickly taken out by Falon boy. Best player pops an ultimate, not able to do the damage, but he is able to kill Tamal. No, the kill goes to Falon. It's a double kill. Dogtor rushing into 3 members of Team Hate, and Young Ziggy follows up. They get the kill onto best player. This may be what TSU needs at this point. Just buy time, stop them from getting that Lord. We do have some minions in the top lane to maybe distract them, but TSU still losing out, still behind in gold, Ben.
Right, so I think T was just right what he was saying. They bought themselves some time. The top lane is going to have to be pushed out while that's happening. Oh no, another pick on a Dogtor. Looks like they're about to get him.
Dogtor may have been taken out, but in comes Young Ramiel to save the day. They do get the kill onto Nicolette. Young Ziggy pops in to that back line like she's been doing, but goes to 0 on the hunt. Yatsuo and Ramiel knocks him up. Can he get the kill? Cerrone is here to help out. Goes to 0, forced to run away, but now Cerrone switching pace, heading towards Falon boy. Torn apart members going off, but not doing the damage that he needs. At this point, I think we're starting to see Brody fall off just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Did he just say falafel, Ben? Did you hear falafel?
I did.
Yeah, okay, all right, just making sure. Yeah, they're really starting, especially Beatrix, right? Young Ramiel's really starting to get some more damage on that Beatrix, and we can see how deadly it is. She's really starting to pick up the same that same type of damage that we've seen Falon boy putting out this entire game, but Falon boy is still 10, 0, and 4, still unkillable. So even those close calls, you still have to have an answer. We got a big team fight coming up here.
Oh, big team fight.
Taton coming up.
Tamal, though, holding the lane, keeping everyone at full bars of health. Dogtor getting that invade, or getting that engage, but it seems like his engages haven't been up to par. He's overextending into 4 members. If it wasn't for Young Ziggy jumping into some of these fights, I don't think TSU would really be able to hold on the way they have been.
TSU's looking much cleaner as this team comes together, and you see the power of Alice and Doctor diving together. You finally seen that come together, and these teams are just trading back and forth. One mistake here costs either team the game.
We're gonna have another big engage going here. We know we need this objective. Beatrix shutting down Brody.
Able to get that kill on a Brody. Zero trying to get a knock-up onto them all, but in comes Dogdoor onto that back line, followed up by Alice, and best player may be taken out. He is. Young Ziggy gets the kill, and now they're moving on to Young Zero. Young Zero forced the first skill, second skill, try to get out, try to survive, but the flicker comes in from Young Ziggy, and this could be the double kill. No, he's kicked into the tower. Can he survive? Sir Oni gets the kill onto Nicolette, and they take a tower. Ziggy able to flicker out. They're now moving in. Will they take this game? 3 members down. TSU on the prowl. The Nexus is going down. Will this be it? First game of the best of 5 goes to TSU, boys.
It's all about time. It's just about
One
timing.
mistake.
Give TSU enough time, and that team fight with Estes in there